Hello boys and girls, today we are going to make a print out of styrofoam. It does not matter what design you have. Based on the project, it might be something different than this, that's okay. The same theory applies. So you need a clean brayer, your styrofoam with your design drawn on it, some ink, and another brayer for the ink. So this one is the ombre effect, so I have some red on one side and white on the other, and as you can see this has already been used, so it's mixed a little, but you're only going to move your sprayer going up and down. So you should have this division, half one color and half the other, and starting to mix a little bit in the middle. Now I'm going to take this and I am going to roll my brayer on my print. If I'm running out of ink and I need more, I'll just load up my brayer with some more ink and get some ink on there. You want the whole thing covered in ink. You do not want to see any of the white of the styrofoam. You also don't want it coated so thick that you can't see the grooves that you carved into your ink. Now I'm going to flip this over because I want an ombre effect to show up twice, and if I keep it the same way I had it, what's going to happen over here on the side if I would have kept it over here and started rolling it on? I would have started mixing it a little more. So this way I'm still keeping the ombre effect, but it's like blending in the middle and then turning back into that color. So I'm just going to cover this all with ink. Don't worry if it gets on the mat, that's what the mat is there for. Loading up some more ink on here and covering it. Now you want to make sure you're only going up and down when you're doing this, because if you start going side to side, it's going to start messing up that ombre effect, which if you want that to happen, that's okay, but then you're going to mess it up for the rest of the class, and it will start turning into just one solid color. Okay, so now I have my styrofoam loaded with ink. I'm going to put my brayer off to the side. On the styrofoam that it's in, the tray, I'm going to take my picture with my name on it, flip it over, take my styrofoam that has the ink on it, and press it on here. You don't want it to move once it's been pressed on there, or it will have like a blurry effect almost. So I'm going to hold it down with one hand at all times, and I'm going to use my clean brayer to now just press the styrofoam down onto the paper, so when it's transferring that ink onto the paper, I'll have a nice print. You want to make sure you're rolling all over, because on areas where you don't roll or press down, it might not transfer that ink nicely and it won't show up as clear. So I'm just going to do this for about like 30 seconds or so. Now, I have it done. You can see I got a little messy there, so you want to be a little more careful because my hands are clearly dirty, so I should have had cleaner hands. And you are going to carefully peel the styrofoam off to reveal your print underneath. And there we go. There is my print. It got a little messy up there, but otherwise pretty good.